Unfortunately, we don't get the answers here, because Eggman Nega and Dr. Robotnik's egg salamander explodes in the dimensional rift called Exception, leaving the two portly scientists to float aimlessly in the void, never to return again. Hey, wait a sec! Shows them a card of Amy, claiming it was actually her. Now, here is where the writing gets horrible. And then Knuckles shows up screaming about the Master Emerald. Eggman Nega is forced by the writers to show the Echidna his Master Emerald card before baiting him to come and catch him if he wanted it back. Nah. Please just put me out of my misery. So anyway, but he just kind of leaves as Shadow gets a message from Rouge telling him to stay in the plot because he's one of the 4 playable characters and they couldn't afford to lose him so soon in the game. So again, not perfect, I'm aware of that, but it's better than the actual cut scene. So now that he's teleported everyone to Sky Park Zone, the writers have him show up at Sky Park Zone. Why? Because they're dumb. Sonic has always been referred to as the fastest thing in the world, / the Like Sonic and Knuckles, he's challenging Shadow's identity. That's a pretty nuanced and surprisingly intelligent comparison that I'm sure the writers did on accident. So then we move to Crystal Mountain Zone, where Silver finally notices the red flags that have been waving since the game started. I'm glad that everyone is saddling up to just end this, even though we're still only halfway through the dang game. Literally just let me die for a minute. Yay! Tails has been rescued. Thank goodness. He's so vital to the plot and an essential character to this game. What would we do without the almighty and powerful Tails? He literally does nothing the entire game. But seriously, again, the question is proposed. Who could have possibly bred with Robotnik to create descendants in the first place? What? Then the rest of it is basically, yo, you need a ride, bro? Yeah, I'm trying to get to space. For reals? That's where I'm headed, dog. Shut the noise, bros. I'm totally headed that way, too. For reals? Show enough for reals. Hey, yo, hop in, homies. Let's ride, son. Then we have this build up to the final boss battle, where everyone has suddenly realized they should work together to stop the same bad guy, instead of competing to stop the same bad guy. If he truly wanted to undo what Robotnik had done to the family name so that he could return to the future and be praised as a brilliant genius, then he would have simply cloned Robotnik, made sure that clone wasn't indoctrinated to be an evil genius, turned the original Robotnik into a card, and went back to the future to reap the benefits. Now it's time for a Journey to the Center of the Earth reference. Sonic and Co chase after the... That's my omnicidal maniac that I fear and enjoy so much. Gotcha, bitch! Wow, Marine did something useful. It only took literally the entire game, you useless little stupid. I guess it's sad for Nega, but I think it's hilarious that Silver immediately slaps his shiz out of his face. Like, nah fam, fool me once, shame on you. Try to fool me twice and I'll wreck your fucking world. Then one of the most irritating things about the story presents itself when Tails picks up a random page on the ground that fell from Robotnik Nega's person. And this random page just happens to have the most plot-relevant information on it. Tails and Sonic literally just so happen to pick up a piece of paper with some of the plot on it. They just walk in one direction and poof! A piece of the script for later lands right in front of them. This is like if in The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy on the way to Emerald City finds a piece of paper that says, yo, water can melt that witch, bitch. You should grab a water bottle at some point. Also, The Wizard of Oz isn't a floating head, that's a projection. Turns out you should pay attention to the man behind the curtain. Good luck, sincerely the writers.
It's no use, Silver. up, Eggman.
Then Sonic says, chill, Silver. Sonic, what do you mean, chill, Silver? He's trying to beat the bad guy before he can destroy the world. There's no time for chilling. Then Eggman Nega says he wants the paper back. But, like, why? There's nothing you don't already know that's on the paper. What do you need it for? It only has the Ifrit's name on it. And the next question is, why do you have a physical copy of documents with you on this dangerous chase? Why don't you have scans of the documents so that A, you can keep the hard copy safe back at home, and B, you don't lose pieces of it so that your enemies can potentially learn your plans before you're able to enact them? Shadow, for the love of God. Dr. Robotnik sent Metal Sonic for a reason. Do you think he would randomly show up after he already told you Eggman Nega is where you are trying to wreck shiz? Now I know what you're thinking. Saj, I thought you said he didn't care about dying.
If I only had a Chaos Emerald, I could use Chaos Control to warp out of here. What are you doing, Metal Sonic? You'll destroy yourself.
What a twist!
Not to mention, he tried to take a picture of the world and make it into a card for his evil plan once. How was anybody expected to take him seriously?